Okay, this is Chief Meteorologist Zeke doing an update on this Winter Storm Kayla here. It's Groundhog's Day, Groundhog's Night more like it now. You know, they've been boasting this big storm up for like the last, week. All but shitting themselves over it. And even Meteorologist Zeke must admit that I myself kind of got taken up in the whole thing. But as you can, now there are some parts of Minnesota and like well north and west of us here. Here in southwest Wisconsin, we didn't get hit very hard at all by this thing, and it's actually kind of laughable. But up around La Crosse, about 8 to 10 inches, and over to the Wisconsin Dells, and then you get up in the southeastern Minnesota, and they got it going on up there. They got the blowing and the drifting going on, about 6 to 12 inches of snow up there, more like about 8 to 12. Up there, you do want your fucking boots up there. I'm requiring boots tonight if you are in southeastern Minnesota. Boots would be required. Now next week there's going to be a cold snap coming in, and you're going to want to have your fucking mittens with you. I'll be talking about that in another segment. But anyway, we're just gonna show you what really didn't happen here in southwest Wisconsin is what we're going to do. What happened? Two things happened. The storm tracked a hell of a lot further to the north than was expected, and the dry slot got sucked up into the storm earlier this morning, and that choked off what might have been more in the way of probably twice as much heavy wet snow as what we got here. But anyway, as you can see, a little of nothing going on out here right now. Now this isn't like on channel 3, that other channel you watch sometimes, the Hatio Patio. Zeke ain't got no Hatio Patio. We talked about that before. We got that fat-ass markets director over there in the radio barn. Son of a bitch needs to go on a fucking diet. I know that goddamn. You won't find that stuff out on my patio. You'll find other stuff like things that don't make any sense, like middle of the winter a gas can. What the fuck's going on with that? I have no idea. A broom, which I didn't understand at all, but the anchor director, the head news guy at the studio did tell me what this was all about, though. He said that's why it's out here. He said last week he had Hillary Clinton in the studio, and she was going to fly to her next engagement on this son of a bitch, but the weather was pretty fucking windy, or I guess something was going on, and she decided to take the bus. But anyway, now a snow shovel always comes in handy. We don't really need it down there. Well, actually, we won't need it. This is just going to turn into a crusty mess in the morning. But anyway, what we will have going on is, on the back side of the storm, we're going to get 30-mile-per-hour winds and about 1 to 3 inches of light fluffy snow in the morning. So we're still going to have some blowing going on here. It's going to be not the greatest of deal, but can you believe here in southwest Wisconsin? Now I could understand if this was northern Georgia, but they canceled school over this thing. They did it yesterday, and let's just measure the snow here. I've showed this before. Way back in first grade, our first grade teacher showed us how to measure snow, and I found this to be the best way to do it. She said her husband taught her how to do it. And Mr. Durst showed us how to do this. Anyway, you go out there, you gotta get your handy-dandy yardstick. Stick her in the snow somewhere where it didn't drift. Well, this shit obviously didn't drift. Gotta get right down to where it is right there. Now, this stuff's shrunk down a little bit, and then you position it like that, right like that, mount it really good, and then you take a look where you're at. About 4 1/4 inches. I'm going to say this shit shrank down quite a bit. I'm going to say about 5 inches here in southwest Wisconsin. So that's what we really got going on. It is going to get icy later on. When all this shit, slushy shit freezes, I'm expecting to see the goddamn ice skaters out here, Michelle Kwan and Sarah Hughes and all of them, Peggy Fleming. I'm gonna fix her ass, so I'm gonna spread lime out there before morning arrives and put a stop to that shit. I don't need fucking stuffed animals in my fucking, studio, patio, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Anyway, Here's the other thing you won't find. Here's the other thing you're not going to find in a patio. You're not going to find empty Busch Light cans, you know, buried in the snow. Their meteorologist ain't got the drinking problems that fucking Zeke has. But anyway, what else have we got going on out here? Oh, just a couple of announcements, not very much. There wasn't a hell of a lot to announce today. Most of it has to do with north of us. We'll run down what we got, though. Oh, I already talked about this. All schools were canceled today in the area, and I just handwrite my notes, and I'll just show you folks what I had in my notes. Wuss. Well, that's all I'm going to say about that. Wuss. I remember back in the day, if the school bus got stuck and there was like 8 inches of snow going on, the kids got out and put chains on the fucking bus. That's all I'm saying right there. Okay, we do got just a couple of announcements up north of us where they didn't have more of a winter storm going on with this Winter Storm Kayla. It says that La Crosse, the male health urology, Department of Urology up there says it says that Dr. Epididymis says that all ball sack surgeries have been postponed until tomorrow because they are concerned about power outages up that way. And he says that to perform such a delicate surgery as something like that is absolutely fucking nuts in that kind of weather. So they did have more in the way of weather going on up there. Also in the La Crosse area, we got this announcement into us. It says that at the La Crosse Center today, they were going to have something called Reptilia. And what it is the Midwest premier reptile, like pet trade thing going on that, you know, for people that do that whole thing, or maybe they're into that hobby, or thinking about getting into it, you know, and they got like geckos and fucking, you know, bearded dragons and iguanas and snakes, you know, of course, and probably fucking monitor lizards and stuff like that. But anyway, the organizer of that said that there was no sense in having that today. He says it's a better day to play with your lizards. So I would have to agree with that. Anyway, I want to wrap this shit up pretty quick because there wasn't much of a storm going on here. But anyway, Coaster Zeke just about ready to sign off, but first I'm going to perform an experiment. You have not seen this before. Meteorologist Zeke designed this himself. You can sync it with your smartphone. It's pretty fucking amazing. You've heard of weather balloons before. Well, this ain't a weather balloon. But Zeke would just have to show what we're talking about. Okay, what I'm going to present to you right now. I'm going to bring the camera out here for this one, right out in the goddamn elements. What I'm about to present to you folks out here is the most handiest, dandiest weather monitoring system to date. This thing will tell me exactly what's going on. It's pretty amazing. It travels much faster than a weather balloon, so you got to be quick about this. Okay, folks, I'm going to try to show you. Quite icy out there, boys. I don't know if we'll get back to the camera this time. Okay, you probably didn't see it, but anyway, and I get instant readings on my smartphone. 85% relative humidity, 45% on the dew point, winds east-northeast, 12 miles per hour, and 1 to 3 inches of light fluffy snow expected between 5 o'clock and 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now that's pretty fucking amazing. So we do have these for sale at the studio if in fact your municipality allows for such a thing. But anyway, Coast Meteorologist Zeke signing out.